Hello, true art believers, and welcome again to today's installment of the artist. That's kind of funny. I'm still in artist interview series like mode. Today's installment of 300 Days of Drawing. You're watching day 258 of 300 Days of Drawing. This is Pierson. I am the number one live art streamer in the world and most prolific. Maybe not. Anyways, today we're going to be doing some 2-minute gesture drawings and maybe talk about the process. We'll see. It's going to be rather new to me because I haven't done 2-minute gesture drawings. A little bit scared. Well, I have done 2-minute gesture drawings, but it hasn't been for a long time. So it's going to be a brand new adventure for me. So let's get started, shall we? All right, so we're gonna do some 2-minute drawings here. Got to move my camera here so it's kind of sees. There we go, and we're gonna start drawing. Yeah, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Alrighty then. I got to move a few things. It's hard to do these live streams because when I'm doing these live streams, like I have all these windows open. I have a window open to do this my figure drawing. To have this, it's like a timed figure drawing website that basically goes through a Rolodex of figures. And then I have my small little window that has the Photoshop like interface. And then on the left side here is that's where I have my other window that is hosting the StreamYard browser, or the browser that you see me doing this thing. So let's start off with some 2-minute drawings here. It's going to be a little rough because the first few drawings are going to be a little rough. So let's kind of start here. Let's see here. Oh, I also need to shrink the screen. There we go. Shrink this screen. There we go. Let's see. Oh, my tablet isn't even plugged in. Oh man, what a day. What a day. Okay, let's see. Oh. There we go. Tablet is operational. So, a minute 30. Let's try this. We're going to start out by doing a circle for the head, or try to do a circle for the head. And then we're going to line of action. There really isn't a line, but it feels like it feels like he's well, let's see. Is this kind of standing actually? And now let's get this torso in here. I have 50 seconds to really kind of and get the shoulder in and get the forearm in right here. Just do a shape here for because he's holding like a javelin. And then we're going to get this shape in here. His arm has a shield, so we're just going to put a little shield here. And he's wearing like a kilt type thing. We're going to get the calf with the feet and get the calf with the feet like so. And 7 seconds. Not bad for the first go. Let's do this one. All right, so line of action. I'm going to be doing a I need to make the brush a little wider. Oops. The brush a little wider. And she's looking down, and her face is kind of doing this. Torso right here. I would suspect she's kneeling because her body's in a giant dress. And we're going to do something like this. So I watched a small tutorial or a small video discussing how people go about doing gestures. And what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to not feel the sense of urgency. So I'm really kind of looking at this figure and just trying to get it like do like a apply just enough information that it makes sense. So I don't know if she's kneeling, maybe this is her leg, maybe she's doing something like this underneath, and then right here might be she might be kneeling a little bit like underneath her dress. I can't tell because she's in a wedding dress essentially. And so there's nothing here but just the giant thing of wedding plumes, right? And then we could probably put like I got 7 seconds, so I don't really got much of time to kind of do anything. There we go. And here's another one. This one's got a little bit more line of action. So okay, she's we're gonna make the line of action here. Something like that. There's a head. The person's looking almost straight on like that. And then we're going to do the torso right here. So I'm really, really focusing on this idea of the gesture and not showing too much information, not going overboard with it, just doing just enough. And so there's this the torso here. So I'm really focusing on getting the action lines with using very little at this point. I'm trying to take this idea from this other artist where he would do these motions to signify like the calf and leg, like the calf muscle and the top of the thigh muscle. So it's almost going to look like exoskeleton like. All right, so this one has a line of action. I'm going to put the head here, tilting down. It's almost like a zombie, actually. It is a zombie. It's like a zombie wife character. And then way too much. I'm spending way too much time on the head. Yeah. So I spent way too much time on the head already. And I'm trying to do very little, but with regards to the figure, I think I was gonna kind of slouch her down, here. Got the shoulders doing something like this. I got the forearm kind of doing this, and then you got the hand. Like that type of thing. Her arm right here, arm, forearm, kind of doing something like this. And got this hand here, doing hand things. It's gonna look weird. It's like an exoskeleton. Yeah. So that I'm really focusing. What I can't stress enough. I'm focusing on getting like the the figurative elements to its barest. And trying to do as little as I need. Okay, so we got that. That's enough work on the head. And as a matter of fact, I think the head's too big, but that's fine. And then the torso is like right here, kind of doing a torso thing. And you got the shoulder, the forearm, and the hand. There's another hand right here. There's like clothing here. She's got a grip of the clothing, right? Just kind of, and I think she's kind of like leaping forward. Leaping lizards! 23 seconds. 15. All right. Move down here. Oh, this one's kind of creepy. This is a creepy photo, dude. So I'm trying to get like just enough information here. The line of action, tilting forward. Tilt forward here. Okay. I'm going to do a cylinder here for the torso, another cylinder. Let's do the cylinder here for the legs and kind of get the legs like this. And then you get these feet here. Kind of, they're like on their tippy toes type thing. "40 seconds. I'm not going to get much on this one because it's kind of it's like a dark photo. Dark. It's dark and it's also dark. Like a dark type of like genre photo. It's like a person in like a dungeon or something. All right, so this one's a little bit more fun. So we got like a zigzag, zig, zag, and then like I'm gonna exaggerate it just for this sake, and another zigzag. So this person's kind of like, yeah, something like this. So the tilt, let's say the torso's tilted like this. The head is, well, the head's higher up, but it's kind of tilted. It's this kind of like, hey. And then you got the neck here. I'm not really good at 2-minute gesture drawings. I'm pretty weak. pretty weak actually. We get that foot in there, and then we're gonna get this. I really suck at the heads, so we're gonna get this arm here. It's kind of like it's tilting outward, and then they got the hand kind of doing a hand thing. The other arm, I only have 10 seconds to kind of establish this. Her head, I have to spend a lot of time messing around with the head here, and it's fading off after 2 seconds. All right, maybe this will work. I think he's holding on to something right here. I can't tell. Fifty seconds. I don't have a lot of time here. Get this torso in. I didn't get that. I didn't really get hurt his leg in there that well. But it happens. So we're at we got a few more to go. Dude, it's like a she's like standing. She's just kind of like in a walking pose. So really there isn't like a line of action. It's very static actually. I'm gonna shrink it down so we can get the feet in there. And then we're gonna start by press really going at it now. We have 50 seconds. Let's get that arm in there. I'm not gonna let's get that hair. Really bad hair. Really not good at this. She's got this drape thing here. She's got her hand here. She's kind of doing a walk. She's really thin too. Really thin person. Got some strong lady abs. Little bitty short shorts. She's walking. And I'm going to lose my time right about now. Whoop. Now this one, the figure is kind of kneeling, and she's staring and you can't. Her whole like body is covered in like a drape, so you really can't see what's happening here. It's kind of she's. I think she might be. She's like kneeling, but you can't see where her body is actually. It's just all in. So we're just kind of guessing what this looks like. Right? Because it's all in folds. And all right, let's get her arms in there at least. So we only have like 30 seconds on this one. She's doing like some weird finger gestures here. And there's the other set of arms here, kind of doing some weird finger gestures here. You can kind of see them, but mostly it's all in drapes. Like her whole body's draped in garment. I don't really like these figures that they have of people kind of like in garments. They're kind of hard to do. All right, let's go. Look at this one. Camera guy's kind of looking up. And then there's this is not that good. It's a person kind of taking photographs. Yeah, that was a pretty challenging one. They're not really these are not turning out that good. Some of these are kind of bad. This one's going to be a good one if I could ever get it done. All right. So it's a person pulling an arrow. These are tough. No joke. Ah, very tough. No joke. It's hard doing these gestural drawings. Whatever. That one's bad. That one actually would have been good for 5 minutes or 3 minutes because they had like really good curves, like really actiony. The ones that are like static are very difficult for me to do when I'm doing these live like 2 minute drawings. Like they're like this, you know. So I'm gonna like this one's really the only thing of action is really this like just this. So we're just gonna we're gonna go into details. This one doesn't have like not details, but we're just gonna add like these things here. We're gonna add more forms and shape because this is all like there really isn't really any action on this. It's just like they're there, you know. I like that. That looks exactly like the person. Like with these, it's hard to do to like figure out to do a gesture because I'm just doing like I'm just taking the figure and kind of like just blocking it out, you know. I'm gonna do one more after this, call it a day because it's hitting the no, we'll do 32 minutes or so. So probably do one more after it. Oh, and it's not even a good one. All right, last one. So we're just gonna do this kind of like really gestural form here. Nope. I didn't even get the form right. And I think I'll do one more, and then we'll call it a day. I don't know. This is not gonna. This is probably the worst one I could do because it's a lot of information. So I probably need to break it down into, I don't know. Yeah. And that is it for the day. I am done. That's about all I'm going to get done today. Let's play around with this one a little bit more. Let's kind of get that neck in there. Maybe kind of move this. I don't remember. Anyways, I think that's good. No, leave it like that. And that is it for the day. So that was my bout of 2 minute gesture drawings. Not bad. Could be better, could be worse. So I learned a little bit. I need to figure out how I can keep doing this. Or figure out how I can speed up the pace. I was trying to do this underlapping these curvilinear forms to suggest the deltoid and then go underneath to kind of suggest the bottom of the forearm and do the same thing with the top of the thigh and the back of the calf. To some, I was having some success with that, but it was still not as fluid as I'd like it to be. So I'm going to still be practicing this stuff, and I think I making some major headway. I'm not quite sure yet, but I think there's some promise with this. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's live art stream. I am Pierson, the #1 live art streamer in the world, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Cheers.